video, I am going to be picking my February TBR with my TBR jar that I just made with some prompts that I looked up on Pinterest. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pick like around probably like 6 or 7. Let's pick 8 actually, so that I have more options. Let's shake. Give it a nice shake. Let's pick the first one. This is actually really exciting. I love games. First is oldest on TBR. Hope you guys can read it. By the way, I'm gonna be picking from my entire TBR. Let's pick the second one. Okay, the next one is highly anticipated read. Okay. If I did misspell something, pretend that I did not. Okay, so far I'm really happy with what I got. So we have 2. This is a third one. Under 300 pages. Oh my god, this is fun. I have to do this more often. This is the 4th. YA fantasy. I have something in mind actually. Number 5. With the name on the title. Okay, I actually have already one in mind that I really want to read. 6. A book with more than 300 pages. So we have one that is less than 300 and one that is more than 300. That's interesting. Last 2. A book from your Kindle. I already have one that I want. Oh my god, nice. Okay, the last one is a book with a purple cover. We're done with the prompts. Let's pick our books. I don't remember what I picked first. I think it was oldest on TBR. Okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Let's pick oldest on TBR.
"75 years later."
I don't remember which are the first books that I got on my TBR, but I remember that I've had this book for the longest time. I got it right at the beginning when I started reading, so I think this one is one of the oldest, at least not the oldest, because I did sell some of my old books, so I'm not really sure. Anyways, one of the oldest books, if not the oldest book that I have in my TBR, is Dance of Thieves. This is a YA fantasy. I think is enemies to lovers. I've been wanting to read this book for a long time, but I never got to it because it's so popular that it's one of those books that I'm like, I don't know. I'm scared to read because of that reason. But this is the first book. Next prompt that we have, again, I don't remember which ones I've picked first or last or in the middle. So I'm just gonna go randomly. But with the name on the title, I already have an idea of a book that I want, but I don't know. I have either Magnolia Parks. I recently bought the entire series because the new book is coming out and I have read like half of it, but I wasn't really into it, so I kind of left it aside for a little bit. But I really want to read them all because I've heard really great things about this book. But I also recently bought The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and this is an historical fantasy which I really want to read, and I also heard a lot of great things about it because it's the month of love and I have some videos in mind that I want to film. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm going to pick Magnolia Parks. And also I've had this book for a while and it's about time that I read it since I recently bought the entire series. So second book, Magnolia Parks. The next prompt that we have, a book from your Kindle. So let me grab my Kindle. Okay, let me see. I actually have one book that I really want to read. I either have Love Redesigned by Lauren Osher, which is Kindle Unlimited. It recently came out. It's the author of The Final Print and the Billionaire series or something. I don't know. So that is one option. The other one that I also have on my Kindle, I actually have a lot on my Kindle. Okay, whatever, it doesn't open, but the other one that I really want to read is Ghosted, which is also a romance, and it's more of a like celebrity romance. Like he's an actor, she's like something else, I don't really remember. I think I'm going with Ghosted. but also Love Redesigned. I've been wanting to read that book for so long. Okay, the third book is Love Redesigned by Lauren Osher from my Kindle. The next prompt that we have, a book with a purple cover. Now, this is perfect. And I literally did not even remember this was purple. But this is Powerless by Elsie Silver. This is the third book of the Chestnut Spring series, which is a small town cowboy romance that I've been eating it up. I'm loving this series so much. And I'm really excited for this book. This is the book with Jasper and Solone. He's a hockey player and she's a ballerina. And I believe it's childhood friends to lovers. I'm not really sure, but I've been wanting to read this for a long time. And I mean, not a long time, since I read Heartless, which it was this month. So purple cover, Powerless by Elsie Silver. It's literally perfect. Like, I wanted to read those books and it feels like the universe is kind of helping me with this prompts because it's crazy. Next prompt that we have is highly anticipated read. Book that I'm choosing is The Ballad of Never After. This is the second book of Once Upon a Broken Heart. I'm dying. Oh my god. As I was saying before I almost choked to death, I'm obsessed with Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I've been putting off this book, the second book in the series, for so long because I just know that this is going to be a really good book and I know that I'm going to love it. I'm just terrified of reading something that it will change my life probably and never being able to read it again for the first time. So that is why I'm putting it off, but it's about time for me to read it because I read Once Upon a Broken Heart in November. It's very highly anticipated. So The Ballad of Never After. Next book that we have is under 300 pages. And I don't know, is this under 300 pages? Yes. Okay. This is a book that I've been wanting to read for a long time. I couldn't do it. I don't know why. I recently watched the TV show. I know you never do that, but I did it anyways. People say that if you watch the TV show and then you read the book, you actually enjoy the book even more. So that's what I'm doing. Since this book is under 300 pages, I will pick it for my February TBR. The next book is Normal People by Sally Rooney. I'm one of those people that still has not read this book, but I think it's time for me to read it. I watched the TV show, loved it, sobbed. I'm terrified of love now, and now I want to read the book. Yay! I know that it's going to break my heart, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Because we picked under 300 pages, we have a book with more than 300 pages. Most of them, it's more than 300 pages, so... Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. More than 300 pages? Yes. This book is exactly 338 pages and it's The Daughter of the Siren Queen. I've been wanting to read this book because I recently read the first book, which is Daughter of the Pirate King, and I really enjoyed it. I just really want to get through the series because I've been loving it. So the next book is Daughter of the Siren Queen. Last and final prompt is YA fantasy. So far we have 3 fantasies, which, wait, I think I'm gonna change this. A book with more than 300 pages. I picked originally Daughter of the Siren Queen, but since like one of my really big goals of this year is reading all Emily Henry's books, I think I'm gonna put one of those 3 that I have. I don't have People We Meet on Vacation or Something with Vacation. I'm opting for either Book Lovers or Happy Place. I think I'm gonna go with Book Lovers for the book that's more than 300 pages. This is exactly 373. And then for the YA, I actually also have Heartless. I don't know, should I do this one instead of those 2? I think I'm gonna pick this one, but because I'm crazy and I want to pick one of those 2, I'm gonna pick another prompt from the jar. I'm cheating, y'all. If I pick a prompt that is going to make me choose one of those 2, I will keep it. If not, I'll pretend that I did not do it, okay? If it's meant to be, it will be. Let's see if it's meant to be. this is the prompt. Epic adventure. Okay, what's the exact meaning of epic adventure? This is kind of epic and it's adventurous, so forcing you to step out of your comfort zone and oftentimes take place over multiple days. That is the meaning of epic adventure. Does that count? You know, Google said that it just has to be adventurous, so I'm gonna pick daughter of... I can't do those things because I always want to achieve what I want. And the problem is that I will do whatever it takes to do that. Even changing a prompt. I'm adding one, like it's fine. Whatever. Let's make a little recap of my February TBR. The book that I had longest in my TBR is Dens of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. Then the next book, which was the prompt name on the title, it's Magnolia Parks. And a book in my Kindle, Love Redesign by Lauren Usher. A purple cover, Powerless by Elsie Silver. A highly anticipated read, The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. A book under 300 pages, Normal People by Sally Rooney. A book over 300 pages, Book Lovers by Emily Harry. YA Fantasy, Heartless by Marissa Mayer. And finally, Epic Adventure, Daughter of the Siren Queen by Trisha Levenseller. Those are all the books that I am going to read, or at least try to read this month. I'm actually really impressed and really happy with all the books that I picked. Most of them I would have picked it on my own, so I'm really happy. It actually was really satisfying and it was really fun to incorporate kind of a game into picking your TBR. I love those videos to film. So those are the books that I'm going to read this month. I have some videos planned, maybe even a reading challenge. Subscribe, like this video if you liked it, and I will see you in my next video.